Okay, test review. We have 4 problems at the beginning that are find the least common multiple. I'm only going to do one, okay? You guys can do the others on your own. Would you like me to do the hardest one?
Yeah.
Let's do number 3 or number 4? Number 4. You want to find the least common multiple, 24, 54, and 3. Okay. So prime factor, 3 is 3. That's already prime factor. Okay, 24 divided by 2 is 12, divided by 2 is 6, 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2, 2, 2, 3. 3 2's and a 3. Now 54. Divided by, what do you want to divide by? 3
You can't divide it by 2.
2. 2 times 2 is 4.
27.
27. Can't divide that by 2. Sorry, I didn't have it where you can see it.
You can do it by 3 now, right?
3. 3 times what? 9. What can you divide 9 by?
3.
Is?
3.
Okay. Prime on top, you're done. 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay, the least common multiple, you're going to put the most. The most 2's, the most 3's. If you had 5's, you'd be most 5's. But okay, we have 1 2 here, 3 2's here. What's the most?
3.
3 of them. Okay, what about the 3's? You have 1, 1, 3.
3.
3 of them. Okay, so you have, you could do 6 times 6 times 6, or you could do 8 times 27. Any way you do it, you should come out with 216. 6 times 6 is 36. 36 times 6 is 216. Or do 27 times 9. I mean 27 times 8. 8 times 9. That doesn't come out.
Yeah, but if you do it
27. Okay. If I write what I say. 7 times 8. 56. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. See? Okay? So either way, it should come out to 216. Okay, so you do the same thing with 1, 2, and 3. Okay, number 5, you're adding with the like fractions. That means the bottom's the same. 3 6 plus 3 6. 6 6. Somebody sick out there?
No, what's the one? This was number 8, right?
This is number 5.
Oh, okay.
We just did number 4. Number 4 was 8. Number 5 is 1, which is D. 4 ninths plus 2 ninths is 6 ninths, which reduces to 2/3, right? How about you already have the same bottom number here? Just keep it, right? 3 plus 2 is 6, and 1 is 7 ninths. Okay? Everybody's keeping up, right? Okay. Keep the 14 on bottom. Add the tops. 13? 13 14ths. Okay. You're going to keep the bottom, add the tops. Right? Okay, you need to turn this into a mixed number. 16 divided by 11 is 1, and 5 left over, so 5 11ths. So that's A. Okay, number 10. Can we just do that? No, we need to common denominator. For adding or subtracting, remember your A, B, C, D's of fractions, okay? You know what that stands for? For adding and subtracting, what do you need?
Common denominator.
Common denominator. That's the only time you need a common denominator. It's for adding and subtracting, okay?
What does the D stand for?
It's just because. I don't know. That's why I made it little. I just thought of that one morning laying in bed, okay? Trying to make use of my time that's sleeping in. Okay, so our common denominator. 20? Okay, 4 goes into 20, so we use 20. That doesn't change, so the top doesn't change. 4 times what? It's 5, so times 5 on top. 1 times 5 is 5. So you got 5 twentieths plus 3 twentieths. 8 twentieths. Yeah, that answer's not on there. What did you divide by, Chris?
4.
4. Yeah, divide by 4. 2/5. Because it says simplify. So if you don't have multiple choice, don't forget to reduce it, okay? If you gave me the answer 8 twentieths, I would only give you half credit. So make sure you check for reducing. Okay? What do we need for 11? Common denominator. For add and subtract, you need common denominator. Okay, we're adding. What's the common denominator? 25. Stayed the same, so this stayed the same. 5 times what? 5. 2 times 5? 10. 10 plus 3? 13 25ths. Can we reduce that? No. So that's your answer. 10, 2, and 12. Well, that's,
10, 2, and oh.
yeah.
That's the one I'm working on.
Okay, common denominator. Let's do the least common multiple. 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. How many 2's do we need? Just 2. And we need a 3 and we need a 5. So we've got 10 times 6,
60.
60. So our common denominator is 60. Okay, so we're going to do, let me scoot this up. We're going to do 3 tenths plus 1/2 plus 1/12. The reason I have it where you can see this is it's easy to tell what you multiply by. You see this part right here? Okay, we're putting 60s under all of them. 10 times what is 60? 10 times 6. 6 times 3? 18. 2 times what is 60? 2 times 30. 1 times 30? 30. 12 times what? Well, this part is 12, so 12 times 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Okay, 18 plus 30 plus 5. 53 60ths. Can that be reduced? No. So that's our D answer right there. 10, 100, and 1,000. Do we need to do all that prime factoring to figure out a common denominator? We're going to use the most zeros, which is 1,000, right? Let's write the problem first. Okay, if it's 1,000, the 8 stayed the same, right? Okay,
It'd be a 10.
we added a 0 to this, to 100. We added a 0. So you need to add a 0 to the top. It's times 10. So that's 40. This one we added 2 zeros, right? So add 2 zeros to the top. That's 500. So you got 500.
48 over 1,000?
Do what?
It should be 548 over 1,000 and then reduce.
Right. Yeah, 548 over 1,000. We can divide by 4, or let's do 2, and 2 would be easier. 274. 2 again, right? 250. 2 into this. 1, 2. 137. I wonder if that will reduce. No. Multiply by 2. So that's our answer right there. 137 over 250. Okay. Lori bought 1/7 pound of basil and 1/4 pound of oregano. How many pounds of herbs did she buy in total? 1/7 of one herb and 1/2 of another herb. So 1/7 pound and 1/2. So you're going to add how many pounds, right? To add, what do you need? Common denominator. I like that word. Common denominator. 2 times 7, 1 times 7. 7 times 2, 1 times 2. So you get 9 14. Will that reduce? No? And that's how many pounds? Subtracting. You also need a common denominator. You already have one, right? 6 minus 5? 1/8, right? Okay, you have a common denominator already. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 over 21. And 3/4 minus 5/12. You knew that was going to happen sooner or later. Okay, 3/4 minus 5/12. Common denominator. 3/4 minus 5/12. What's our common denominator? 12. So stay the same, stays the same. 4 times
3,
3. What's 3 times 3?
9.
9 minus 5. 4/12. Can that be reduced? What are we going to divide by?
Should we divide by 4?
4? You do 2, you got to do it again, but you could divide by 2. So you get 1/3 is simplified all the way. Okay. You're going to get a common denominator for 18 and 19. I'm going to let you guys do those alone.
No.
You don't have to do them. If you want to practice, you can. Okay? They need common denominators first, though. Well, maybe we'll do this one. 12 and 16. That one's not simple, so let's go ahead and do it. What's the common denominator?
16.
48.
48.
He did that in his head. 16 times 3 is 48. 1 times 2 is 3. 12 times 1 is 48.
12 times 4.
Times 4. 7 times 4 is 28. 28 minus 3? 25? 48. Can you reduce that? No. This only divides by 5. So 25 48. That's your answer.
1.
Okay? Number 20, word problem. A trawler, is that, yeah, it says trawler. Trawler caught 3/5 of a ton of fish Monday. Wow. Must be a big boat, huh? and a third of a ton of fish Tuesday. We had to throw back 2/7 of a ton. So it must have been scrap fish, huh? How many tons of fish remained from 2 days' catch? So what are we gonna do with those numbers?
We're gonna find common denominators for 3/5 and 1/3, and then we're going to add them together and then subtract them from the 7.
So
10?
first add these,
2/7?
and then we'll subtract this from that,
Yeah.
right? So first we're gonna add 3/5 plus 1/3. So your common denominator times 5 and times 3, right? So 9 plus 5, 14 fifteenths. And then they had to throw back,
7/10, right?
so
2/7.
subtract.
But you still have to find another common
2/7.
denominator, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to find another common denominator, which will be 7 times 15, because 7's prime and won't go into 15, so 7 times 15 is your common denominator. But what is 7 times 15? Let's see, 7 times 5, 35, 7, 8, 9, 10, 105. It's our common denominator. Times 15 is 30, times 7, so 7 times 14, 98. So 98 minus 30, 68, 105. Okay, 68 over 105. It's actually there. Okay, greater or less than. Well, it has a common denominator, so that makes it easy. 6/7 is greater or less than.
Greater.
Okay, which way does that point?
It's gonna eat it.
B, right? Greater points to the right because numbers get greater as they go to the right. Okay? Or the alligator eats up to 6, yeah. We got a hungry alligator. Or we got a hungry Pac-Man with alligator teeth. Okay. Is that the only one? I thought I had some more comparing ones. I guess not. Okay. What if they were different though? Let's do one in case you have one that's different. What if you had like 5/6 and 7/8? Okay? They're both like close to 1, right? Let's do 6 times 7 is 42, right? What's 8 times 5? 40. So this is a little smaller than that.
Right?
You have to multiply up, not down. It's got to be up here for it to work. So this is smaller. So you can multiply up if it doesn't have a common denominator. Okay, here's a fraction. A number plus 1/12 is equal to 1/3. Well, how can we figure out what we're going to add here? What was x before we added a 12th to it?
I don't know. There's a whole
Well, if
number.
we take a 12th away from it, we'll know what it was then, won't we?
We will.
Yeah? You will. Because if you added 3 to something, to find out what it was after you before you added the 3, if you take that 3 back away, you'll see what it was before it was added, right?
It'll just be easier to multiply it like 3.
So we need to do 1/3 minus 1/12. Because let's do a simple one here. If we had x plus 3 equals 9, what was it before we added 3?
It was 6.
It was 6 before we added 3. So if we take that 3 back away, okay, 9 minus 3 is 6
So x would be 6.
on this.
And what I almost like writing blank plus 3 equals 9.
Right.
And instead of being blank, it's an X.
Trying to find out what this was.
So
What
that just-
plus 3 is that? Yeah.
That's just almost like a question mark there.
Right. So this is like question mark plus a 12th is equal to 1/3. So to find out what that was, before you added 12, let's take the 1/12, we'll take it away. So we need common denominator, right? That's times 4, it's 4, times 1, it stays the same. So 4/12 minus 1/12, 3/12 is 1/4. So there should be a 1/4 there. Okay, this problem, it says to put it into fraction notation. All you gotta do is get the improper fraction for it. Okay, so multiply 3 times 27 is 81, plus 1 is 82. So that one's 82 over 3. Probably gonna leave that one in, because those aren't right. You gotta leave the bottom number. 4 times 17. And then you're gonna add 3. Our bottom numbers are gonna stay the same. 4 times 17 is 71? 61. Isn't it? Oh, 8, yeah. 68 plus 3 is 71. And then 5 times 9 is 45 plus 3 is 48. So there's your answer right there. But these probably won't be multiple choice, so you won't be able to just find the first one only.
Okay.
Okay? Make sure you multiply bottom times the front number and then add the top.
So what you're changing it to is improper fraction. is that
Right,
what you're saying?
right. It said to fractional, change it to fractional notation. But,
Okay, I see what you're
yeah,
saying.
it's just what in the improper. This wants fractional notation, so it's wanting improper again. 9 times 3 is 27 plus 8. You're leaving the 9 on the bottom. 27 plus 8,
35?
35. Convert to a mixed number, so you're going backwards from improper to the mixed number. How do you do that? Divide.
That's gonna be 8 and 1/3, right?
Yeah, 8 times 3 is 24, and you have 1/3. Same thing here, we already have it under there for you.
That was gonna be
4 into 2797. 4 into 27,
That's gonna be 6.
39. 4 into
That's gonna be
39
another 9. That's gonna be a 9.
is 36. 4 into 37,
Get 9.
again,
And then you're gonna have remainder, so it's gonna be
1/4.
6, 9, 1/4.
1/4. 699 and 1/4. Okay, adding. Okay, there's nothing here to add, but that's okay. It's like having 0 eighths. You don't have to put anything there though, because nothing plus 3/8 is just 3/8. 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5 and 3/8. These are common denominators, so you already have the 8 on the bottom. 7, 8, and 5 is 13. Add your whole numbers. 36. This is more than one.
Ow, ah, oh my God, oh my God.
1 and 5/8.
Oh, oh I'm gonna turn yours. Somebody help me.
So you have 36 plus the 1 and 5/8.
Which would be 37 and 5/8.
37 and 5/8. Because you have 36, and then 13/8 is 1 and 5/8. So you have 36 plus the 1 and 5/8. This 36, and then this is 1 and 5/8. So it's 37. 36 plus 1 is 37. And the 5/8. Okay, 13 and 4/7 minus 5 and 3/7. 4 minus 3, is that big enough?
You're gonna have
Yeah.
to borrow.
No, you don't. 4 minus 3
Okay, then it's, okay.
is just 1. So you don't have to borrow yet.
So,
13 minus 5,
8.
so 8 and 1/7.
B.
Okay, 4 and 1/3 plus 18 and 3/5. Common denominator? 15. So that's times 3 is 9, right? 3 times 5 is 5. Is that big enough? We're adding. We're adding. It don't matter how big it is, right? 5 plus 9 is 14. 15. 18 plus 4? Yeah, 22. And 14 15ths. Okay, 3/7 minus 6/7, is that big enough?
You're gonna have to borrow.
Yeah, we do need to borrow. Let's get a paper to borrow with. Something to write on, bigger here. 13 and 3/7 minus 6/7. We need to borrow, make this 12.
Now
Okay.
7, 7.
It's not gonna make it 13, right? Put it in front. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 3. Now we have 10/7. Now it's big enough. 10/7 minus 6/7. 4. 12 minus nothing.
And that won't reduce.
There we go. And we'll probably borrow on this one too. No, it's pretty big. 4/5 minus 1/3. I'll let you do that on your own, but you don't have to borrow, so it's not going to be that bad. Okay, this one we need to borrow. 12 minus 6 and 3/7. You don't just bring the 3/7 down, okay?
No?
When you subtract, you need something to subtract from. So we need to borrow. And what are we going to put over here?
7, 7.
7/7. 7 minus 3,
4,
4/7. 11 minus 6.
5.
So we got 5 and 4/7. Okay, you have another one you could do. You're going to borrow and make it 9/9, right?
Right.
Okay.
And that'll make it 7, 9, 8, 7, 9.
7. Let's make that 9.
Oh, that'll make it, yeah. 7.
7 ninths. 9 minus 2 is 7. 7 and 7 ninths. Okay, we're going to be adding, so we already have a common denominator, no big deal. 2 plus 1, 3. Well, 13 elevenths. That's 1 and 2 elevenths. Okay, so you have 3 plus the 1 and 2 elevenths. That's 4 and 2 11s. Everybody see that? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. $16 and 5/6 plus 2 and 1/9. Common denominator and then add them.
18.
18, right. Times 2, and that's times 3. So you've got 15 and you've got 2. Your adding is 17, right? 20 plus 16,
36.
that's it. Convert to a mixed number. We had some of those earlier, huh? 19 divided by 3. 6, right? And 1/3. Okay, we don't need to do that one. This is more improper. We don't need to do any more of those. Oh, here we have another one. 4/7 and 6/8. Which one's larger? How are we going to do it?
Add up. So
Multiply.
40. I meant multiply. Sorry.
7 times 6.
42.
42. 8 times 4.
So 6/8 is more.
32. So it's smaller. Which is the B. Same thing here. 11 times 1 is 11. 5 times 2 is 10. It's greater. Same thing here. 18 times 1, 3 times 7. That one's greater. Okay, 4/7 squared means 4/7 times 4/7.
Which is going to be 1649.
1649. Ah, I took too many pages. 7/6 squared. 7/6 times 7/6 is what?
49.
Which is? Goes one time and then subtract it.
36.
13, right? That won't reduce, will it?
Yes.
12 would have reduced, but not 13. Okay, how are we going to find the length of this part, this X right here?
That's what you sort of
Add these two,
And subtract from it.
subtract it from this, right? So add the A plus A. So we're going to have 3 and 1/12 plus 3 and 1/12. That would be your A plus your A. So how many 12ths? 2. 6 and 2/12 is, let's leave
6
it,
and 1/6.
let's leave it 12ths, because look at B. We're going to need it back to 12ths anyway, right? What are we going to do with this? Subtract it from B, right? B minus when we added the 2 A's. Okay, is that big enough?
You're going to borrow.
We need to borrow. 12 and 1, 13 minus 2. 11, right? 14 minus 6. So that's B. 8 and 11 12ths. There's some more to practice on adding. You have to get a common denominator if there's not one. That one you can do on your own. Let's do some multiply and divide. 2 and 1/8 times 4/9. Do we need a common denominator? This is not add and subtract. If it's not add and subtract, don't get a common denominator. For multiply and divide, you don't need it.
472.
Okay, we're going to multiply this.
Oh, turn that into
16
an
plus
improper
1 is
fraction.
17/8. You can go straight across and then you'll have it, or you could divide first so you won't have to divide by 4 later. Let's divide by 4. 1, divide by 4 is 2.
So it's gonna be 17, 18.
And that won't reduce, will it? That would have been hard to tell if we had, what is that, like 68 over 72? That would have been hard to see how to reduce it. 17 eighteenths, right there. Number 49, 3 times 2 and 4/15ths. Do we need a common denominator? We're not adding or subtracting. We don't need a common denominator.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Don't argue. Okay, 2 times 15 is 30, plus 4 is 34. Do we want to multiply that or do some
You
subtract?
can do the 3 and 3.
Right, we'll do some canceling. Divide by 3, divide by 3.
So it's gonna be 34/5.
Yeah, which is
6 and 4/5.
6, yeah. And 4/5. 6 and 4/5. Now, dividing. Do we need a common denominator to divide? No, just for add and subtract. So let's rewrite it where this is an improper. 3 times 4, 4 plus 2 is 14. It still has a division sign. To change it, we have to flip over the one that follows the division sign, not the first one. You always leave the first one. Now change it to multiply, flip it over. Do we want to do some dividing first? Yeah. By 2?
Yeah. That'll be
By
7.
2.
And that'll be 12.
12 times
That'll
3,
be 36 and 7.
which is,
5 and 1 7.
yeah, 5 and 1 7. Says right is a mixed number, so that's what we did. Order of operations. Lots of fun there. I know, it's the ones you hate. 2 times 8 plus 7 squared. Parentheses. No.
No parentheses. So do the
Exponents?
multiplying.
Exponent. 7 squared is
14.
7 squared.
29.
7 times 7. Okay, now we've done exponents. Now we're going to do multiply and divide in order.
So that's gonna be 16 plus 49.
Is
And that's going to be
65.
65. That was the easiest one.
Mhm.
You didn't want to hear that.
no.
Okay. 4 times 2 squared minus 1/3. First thing, parentheses, exponents.
2.
So exponents first, so it's gonna be 4 times
4, right?
4 times 4 minus 1/3.
Okay. Multiply, divide, and then add, subtract. So multiply, divide.
So it's gonna be 16 minus 1/3.
Okay, so we need to put minus 1/3, right? So we need to borrow. Okay. 15 and 3/3 minus 1/3, 2/3. 15 and 2/3. Is D, 15 and 2/3. Okay, the next one, you have 2 multiplies and an add. Okay, you guys go ahead and do that one, see if you can do it. And I'll help you in just a minute.
Let's do it this way. If I'm not ready, you can always turn it up. I mean, it's like your voice coming in handy, I tell you. There's a difference between singing and swinging.
Okay, so did y'all multiply first? 4/5 times 3/5.
That would be 12/25
12 over 25. 1/4 times 2/3.
plus 2/12.
Okay,
Find the common denominator.
yeah.
which is-
Actually, you can reduce this if you want to, so you don't have quite such a big number. Make it 1/6, so you have 12/25 plus 1/6.
Well, wouldn't the 12 reduce it, wouldn't both 12s reduce into 1?
Yeah. This is 2/12, so you divide by 2. So you get 1/6. So now we need a common denominator. 12 times 6. What's 6/4? I mean, 25 times 6. 6/4 is $1.50, 150. So it's 6 times 25 and 25 times 6. So that's 25. 6 times 2, 12. So you have 72 plus 25. 97 over 150 is C. And you can check that answer, make sure it's right. Okay, 54, 9/8 plus this. So we have 9/8 divided by, not plus, sorry. Okay, parentheses first, so 1 plus 1/2 is 1.5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if we're dividing by this, we need to turn it into an improper.
So it's gonna be
2
3
times-
over 2.
3 halves, right? 2 stays on the bottom, 2 plus 1 is 3. And what do we do next?
You're gonna change it to multiply and
Multiply by the reciprocal.
reduce
We want to
2
cancel,
and
right?
8. And you can
Divide
reduce
by
all of it,
2?
actually, the whole thing will reduce.
Divide by 3?
Yeah.
Divide by 3. 3 times 1?
3/4.
4. 3/4 is D. One more of those. 1/3 squared times that. So we have 1/3 squared times 5/9 minus 1/6. So 1/3 times 1/3. Nope.
1/9.
1/9. 1 times 1, 3 times 3. You might better write it out so you remember to multiply top times top, bottom times bottom. Because I didn't put it, write it out like that instead of squared. Okay, we need a common denominator, don't we?
Which would be 18.
That's times 2, 10 times 3,
Yeah.
10 minus 3, 7/18.
Times 1/9. And you don't need a common denominator for that.
No, and we can't cancel either, can we? No. 1 times 7, 7,
What, I have to write
162. 7 over 162. Okay, turn these both into improper. 4 1/3 divided by 1 2/5. We're still gonna have a 3, we're still gonna have a 5, right? 12 plus 1, 14. 5 plus 2, 7. Multiply and flip it over. No canceling, huh? 21 on bottom, 65 on top. So how many times will that go?
3.
3 times? Okay, 65 divided by 21 is 3. That's 3, sorry, 6. So there's 2 left over. 3 and 2 over 21. Which is B. Wow, last page. More division. So do them all the same way. Let's pick one. Make sure this one is over 1. You divide by a whole number.
Let's say 58.
You want to do number 58? Okay, 45 divided by 1 4/5. 45 is over 1. Divided by 5 plus 4 is 9. 9/5. Don't do any dividing till you get it into a multiplication problem. Okay? So we got 45 over 1 divided by 9/5 times the reciprocal. Now we can divide. Divide by 9, divide by 9. 5 times 5 is 25 over 1. 25 over 1 is 25. Okay, so y'all can do the rest of them on your own. See if you get the right answers. You don't have to do them. Remember, that's just for your practice. Did y'all have any questions over any of the homework problems?